Apologies, my vehicle didn't want to start at all at the beginning of the pursuit.
All good, as well.
No visual southbound North Rockford, correction, South Rockford.
I posted in Discord.
No visual Las Lagunas down to Red Garage.
Good morning.
I am good to call this CCL.
Well,
Where's the last known location?
Westbound on occupation.
westbound occupation.
We have court
Right westbound occupation off of Alta.
in 25 minutes. I need to turn off my alarms on my phone. All right, done.
316.
Sorry for
Yeah.
making you stay up longer.
No, you're good. I was excited because it's like, ooh, yay, at least I get like a little chase, fun thing, chase time, and then instantly, nope. Liz.
Who's involved?
Maybe they'll do another 24/7 operator. That'd be cool.
Probably. That guy seems crazy, not gonna lie.
Description of the vehicles you were referencing?
Silver in color. What was that vehicle?
Serrano.
Serrano.
Oh.
Silver
What?
color Serrano.
The two-door with a hard top, well, soft top convertible.
I see.
Hello.
The plate
Hey,
is
Matt.
flagged
Good
for
morning.
1090.
What's up?
Me and Davenport are today PD talking over this case and whatnot.
Oh, all right. I'll be there.
Alright, so
I'll
dispatch.
see you in like 30 seconds. All right, bye.
Race. Multiple vehicles going south.
Hello.
Morning, Rhodes. How are you?
I'm okay. What's going on?
We're just discussing this case. I was saying
I've got
because
a way to
I
get
haven't. Yeah.
AJ to plead guilty to it.
Hmm.
That's by glazing him a little.
How so? What's the plan?
So the fact that he stopped and said that the only time I'm going to get out is when I shoot you. I'm going to say the reason that I took that so serious, KJ, is that you're a man of your word and you stand on business. He won't be able
I
to
fuck
help
with
it.
that.
Be like, hell yeah, I am.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, so when I made the call, it was I mean, I'm gonna have to look at my statement over, but it was on the basis of a few things. It was so I flipped him after he flipped the original vehicle
Yeah,
over.
Tulip or whatever it was.
But the Tulip had been flipped. They then flipped the Furore, and when the Furore was flipped, he intentionally rammed me, like, decently hard.
Yeah,
I'm not going to
both of
sit
us.
here and argue, like, a gazillion miles an hour, but it was very intentional. Like, he tried multiple times to continuously ram me. He then took off, and I distinctly recall Davenport calling out over radio, and I think we clarified it was Fisher, that he had intentionally rammed another officer.
In
Then
front of Fisher, I think at like 120 or something like that.
yeah, then the final straw was the threat made to Davenport. I don't remember the exact wording, but it was essentially, again, the whole like, if I'm getting out of this car, I'm gonna blast you type deal, or that's like the only way I'm getting out of it, whatever it was. At that point, that's when, you know, I ultimately ended up making the call to open fire upon the vehicle. Because listen, don't tell me that you're going to attempt to kill us. Don't.
Yeah.
The last person who said, if you do that again, I'm gonna shoot you, we
Got shot.
opened fire upon. I'm not, listen, I'm not gonna listen to you tell me you're gonna attempt to kill me and do nothing about it.
Yeah, there's a difference. I mean, it's not a big difference, but there is a difference between, you know, the buildup of anger and the direct threat of just saying, hey, the only time I'm getting out of this car is when I shoot you. There really isn't a lot of interpretation for that other than, okay, when KJ exits his vehicle, he's going to shoot us.
Yeah, and
I think it's also part of that specification that he said shoot specifically, not like hit.
did he say
or-
shoot specifically, or was it blast, or
Davenport, do you remember?
I don't recall the
shoot.
exact quote.
He said shoot.
Okay. Well, I mean, like I said, for me, regardless.
That's what I got in my statement, which I wrote after the fact. So I'm
Let
guessing that's what
me-
he said.
So, because here's the
personally
thing, right,
remember.
Matt? I was not part of the shooting. I was not part of the pursuit. I was not part of, like, I was focused on the other car that entire time. So, although I'm attached to this incident and I'm happy to help with the prosecution and whatnot, or defense, I guess in this case, I am very like separate from
Yeah, no,
this pursuit specifically.
I understand.
Um,
Who
yeah.
specifically got called for?
Me, you, Davenport, and Fisher. But Fisher only got called because he's the processing officer of KJ.
Well,
And I think the creator of
that's
the
actually
report.
good because KJ pulled his car in front of Fisher doing 120 mile an hour at least. So
Does anyone know if Fisher's going to be around?
Did he respond on the docket?
He did respond to it that he's available. What do you think is going to be the best play, Rose? Is it the fact that we opened fire on the vehicle? I thought he said
Repeat that, sorry?
I thought he put his availability in on the docket.
No,
I need a second, sorry.
You're fine. He tagged the three of us for notification purposes, but he did not articulate it. And his availability is listed here as 4 a.m. to 7 a.m., so he won't be available for another half hour after it starts.
Oh. Ooh.
What is?
Okay, so specifically, so although Fisher is part of this incident, he was only the processing officer for KJ, which I think is not the end of the world. Specifically, Matt and Davenport were called as witnesses. Fisher is not a witness or anything like that. He's just part of the incident.
Unfortunately, we do need his statement regarding the. Well, I mean, even if it's written in the report,
if he's not called as a witness and we never called him as a witness, then he can't testify other than a statement in the report. We can't pick witnesses now. We've had the opportunity to do so. That's out of the question now. We can't call him as a witness. It's just his statement in the report.
it doesn't make sense because inherently police statements are hearsay. Like literally by definition.
What's the report number again?
18635.
Where's? Okay, hold on.
Hmm. You know that KJ was the first person to attempt to stab me a year and like 9 months ago? I'm pretty
Is
sure
that
he
when
had.
he asked what color you bleed?
Yeah.
That is.
I had to put so many fucking bullets in him, so much so that I'm pretty sure he almost attempted to sue me because it was almost deemed excessive. Like his argument was that it was excessive, but like it just took so many fucking bullets to put the bitch down.
That's a hell of a throw. And the fact that you almost have to the date.
I mean, I don't remember
incredible.
exactly when it happened. I just know it was very early on.
The fact that he had that callback too is crazy, though. I mean, so I guess stuff like that lasts a fucking lifetime.
What
Actually,
we can do,
January
because,
1st.
So, because you guys are called as witness from Craig, I can mark you guys for recall, so that we, if we need to, can ask you direct questions that don't need to be within Craig's scope, and we can open the scope a bit more, and we don't play directly into his hand.
Hmm.
Otherwise, he'll be calling you guys up, and he'll have direct questions, and then all I can do is cross, or all we can do is cross, I suppose.
That's fine. Oh my gosh. January 1st, 2024. Rhodes had conducted a traffic stop with Carl Johnny Black. Upon concluding the stop and issuing the citation, Mr. Black asked Rhodes what color does he bleed. Rhodes was a bit confused at first, though he responded red. Immediately after responding, Rhodes saw Carl Johnny Black reach for something, and Rhodes took a few steps back. Mr. Black immediately lunged forward towards Rhodes' switch. Rhodes immediately called for backup on radio, pulled his gun, and shot Carl Johnny Black multiple times as he rushed towards Rhodes after unsuccessfully trying to stab Rhodes. Rhodes witnessed Mr. Black attempt to get up from the ground while still heading towards Rhodes, resulting in Rhodes shooting Mr. Black again until he was subdued.
Oh my god!
So
you invented the Swiss cheese. Jesus Christ!
It was one of those situations where it looked like he was down.
And then second wing came amongst them, and
Yeah, so that I think that's why he tried at some point like making the argument of it being excessive or something. I don't know.
One of those like, oh, I defeated the boss. Oh no, that was just the first phase.
I want y'all to know I'm a double zapper, okay? In shootouts, I see bitches in cars. Listen, I play dead all the time. I don't care if you're leaned over into core. If you was one of the shooters, I'm gonna shoot you again.
A huge play, honestly. Fucking. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy that that's the thing we have to do, though.
You know how many times I've survived because all I did was lean over in the front seat?
Yeah, no, I get it, man. It makes
my car
sense.
goes out so damn quick.
Night. I remember. No, I get you. Yeah, well, I mean, we'll just have to make do without Fisher, which is fine because Fisher, I mean, he, like I said, he's not called as a witness. We didn't call him as a witness, and he wasn't called as a witness by Craig, so we can't call him as a witness anyway.
Why'd he receive notification? He's listed it. Well, he's listed as the defendant.
Creator of the report. He was a creator of the report, and he was he processed Carl.
I think what Davenport was saying too, the only thing that I think would stand out in court is Fisher was the one that was hit at excessive speeds from KJ's vehicle.
Davenport can testify to that on the basis that he saw it.
Witnessed it. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not worried.
He literally pulled in front of it to turn around.
When you say pulled in front of him, what was the context? Like, lay the scene out for me.
Coming to help. I think Fisher was coming to help me, and not part of that pursuit.
So we were eastbound on Del Perro, correct lanes. Took the Elgin exit. I was chasing KJ. I was primary.
Mm-hmm.
The chase come well, whoever's in the other vehicle they were chasing, opposite lanes of travel down the same on-ramp to westbound Del Perro, incorrect lanes. We all pulled over to the side and slowed down. KJ stopped, and when two cars went past, he just pulled in front of Fisher.
Oh,
still
okay.
doing,
So it's
like,
very
120 or whatever.
intentional. It wasn't a, I'm gonna, you know, just immediately pull a Yui right here. It was a, I'm waiting for this person turning in front of them and then going on about the.
Yeah.
Okay.
This was after he'd already interfered, like, a bunch, so.
Got it. All right. Let's make our way to the courtroom.
I'm not involved in this case, but based on the articulation with everything, I am so invested in what the judge is going to say to this.
Yeah, I just got contact from
I don't
Fisher.
think it's going to be anything serious.
I don't think we did, but we do. I think we do have food.
I'll go
Fisher
grab us
did just
some.
reach out to me. He said he's gonna be late, but he will be here.
Okay. I mean, ultimately, his
but
availability
he's-
was
Was
I'm
beyond
gonna
the
grab
time
some
listed,
for
schedule.
everybody.
yeah,
Rhodes, you
exactly.
need food?
Yes.
I got you.
Thank you.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna park the fucking camera instead of using it.
Hmm. Hmm.
Papa 48, 23 CMC.
Or would you just want us to call for a tow for it when we get its MRPD?
Yeah.
They mentioned which courtroom. Which courtroom? Third floor.
Oh yeah, we have an elevator.
Ooh.
Yep. Oh wait, I went to the wrong floor. Floor 2.
Floor-
3, I
Alright,
believe.
thank you, Horber. We
Two,
should
two,
be
two,
built
two,
for
two.
here.
Oh, well, I need to
I'll
pay bills
go to the
anyways.
hospital and get
Oh.
statements from the victims.
think
Floor
that's also
2,
a floor.
please.
Over.
File 476 to CMC.
Actually, have you guys called that vehicle for impound yet?
Not yet, no.
Alright, I'm on my way to Mission Row.
I had to buy a camera first before I document it.
Do. I'm not sure.
As far as I'm aware, since it was an appeal, if we haven't called any witnesses or anything like that, we can't call any witnesses, can we? Or is
I
this
mean,
different?
I've only called Rhodes and Davenport as witnesses. Y'all can call whoever the hell you want out of all the officers involved, as far as I'm aware.
I figured we had to do that while
My
it's still in the docket.
evidence and for the bike
I mean, if
and
you
my
want to call
statement are in
whoever
for
you
the.
want, I'm okay with that. I know we
Fair,
kind
it's fine
of
with it. I'm fine
speed
with it.
run this one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this one
If
kind
you-
of
if-
got quickened because of scheduling issues for some people.
Okay, that's fine. If, yeah.
Was
if you're okay
the
with
Fisher
that,
aspect
then-
thing brought up?
Yeah, I just mentioned that.
Okay, perfect.
They also said that if we want to call him as a witness, we can.
Hey,
Call
Mom.
whoever we want as a witness.
How's it going?
All right.
if we want to do so.
3 minutes.
Sounds good.
3 minutes.
That was all we had. Thank you.
Benji?
Hey, Maple, real quick.
Hey, Rhodes.
While we're talking about absenteeism,
Hell
You're
you doing
awake?
at this time of day, Benji.
What? No,
Who
I
hurt
wanted
you?
to see if. No, I wanted to see if KJ would wake up in time for the court case, man. He's got 2 minutes and a half.
Wait, he ain't awake?
That's
He
crazy.
ain't awake. That's why I'm here.
Oh.
You're just here
I
to
don't care.
roast KJ.
Yeah, if he doesn't show up.
Hey, that's kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Damn.
Yeah, how are you, Rhodes? You look fitter than ever, man. Damn.
Really? You think so?
Yeah, what? Maybe it's just the uniform. I ain't never seen. What the fuck?
Yeah, you
You
know.
is built, homie. You is built.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be real. You know,
Jesus.
I may have been a little more fit in the other uniform, but it's neither here nor there.
But you can see the pecs. You know what I mean? You can see the pecs right now.
Hey. My eyes
Wait.
are up here, Benji. I'm married.
Wait, hold on, Rhodes. Wait, you're married? To whom, Stuffer?
What do you mean to whom? My husband,
one?
Richard
Who's
Dark.
your husband now?
Now
Oh,
he's
Dark, I
always
forgot about
been.
him. I forgot. I think I was there at your wedding. I don't remember. Fuck.
Benji, can you stop yelling, please?
Oh, sorry.
Jesus, Benji.
Oh my God.
I should actually be
Listen,
up there.
I
One
don't
moment.
remember, bro. I didn't remember, bro. You look great, though, man. You look.
Thank you, Benji.
Wait, you
Thank
wake up doing AU now?
I always have.
Oh, thank God I don't do crime round this
Matt,
time.
come here,
Holy
please.
Nope.
fuck.
I'm gonna step away for a second while they're stepped away.
How many witnesses are there?
Hello.
So KJ ain't here, and he probably ain't gonna make it because what Craig was saying is that I think he thinks KJ thought it's tomorrow. at this
KJ's
time.
not making it.
No.
So they're okay with continuing without him since it's not like we have to charge him or anything like that. But I know that part of our case was trying to get him to self-admit by saying all those things. And if we want to, we can even call him up directly as a witness. So if he's not here, we can't do that, and that kind of foils that.
Right.
So if we
Listen,
want to
I'm.
say, like, we need him to be here, then we can say that. And
I mean,
they'll-
ideally, I think a court case without the actual individual would kind of suck. Not that it's anyone's fault, aside from KJ not being here, but I think the reality is I would much prefer that. The only thing is, I think the reason scheduling is going to be an issue is because I have surgery at the start of the week. So I wouldn't be able to, and I don't know how long that's going to be. So hopefully he shows up. Probably unlikely given what's being said.
The other thing that Craig had said while we were up there was that KJ is going to plead the fifth anyway. He's not going to speak. But I don't know. I feel like we would still be able to get him to say
We'd be able to
something.
provoke a response.
I think we would be able to provoke a response.
I'll be devil's advocate.
Anyone tried calling him?
I think it's a case of like he's not awake.
I was gonna say I'm devil's advocate here. Do you think that being able to provoke him is enough of a possibility to reschedule?
Oh yeah, I think so. Oh, I don't know.
Like I said, I have no skin in this.
Apparently,
Is he
he's coming.
He's coming.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh, holy
What do you
shit.
mean? I'm
okay.
right on
Okay, never
time.
mind.
I guess that conversation doesn't matter anymore. All right.
Actually, right on time.
KJ, ain't no one on your side thought you was gonna show up.
I didn't even think you were gonna show. I was certain you weren't gonna
We had faith though.
And you guys were hoping, you know, but I don't want to
No,
miss this.
no, we were talking about potentially just to make sure you could be here.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Stuff.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. KJ.
Good night.
Good
morning.
Good morning.
You knew when you said you were going to be here, you'd be here.
We had more faith in him being here than them.
Good morning.
I think we need to flip sides. I think I think we were for KJ more than they were.
I have to read over my statement. Man, why is it so long?
Okay, so just to confirm,
Are
with
you
guys,
shit
then,
talking your own statement for being long?
Do we want to call KJ as a witness, or do we want to just try and provoke him?
I think provoke. If he's gonna plead the fifth, he's ultimately. But I don't know actually, because I do think he'd plead the fifth, but also
Here who needs to be here.
I feel like if we ask something as simple as "Do you stand on business?" he would answer. And pleading the fifth is an all or nothing thing. You either plead the fifth to everything or nothing. There's no in between.
Yeah.
So we can call him as a witness and hit him with that as our first question.
See you later, Violet.
That's crazy.
It'd be what it'd be.
I think it would be doable though, 'cause I don't know the man,
Is
but
everyone good
from
if we
what
get
you
started?
both told me,
Yeah, I think we're good.
Alrighty.
So I'll recall you guys as witness, and we'll call Fisher's witness when
Alrighty,
he
we
gets
are
here,
here
and we'll call
today
KJ's
regarding
witness.
the appeal for Carl Johnny Black for incident number 18635. Magistrate McMoo presiding. Let's go through the charges and get how you plead for each of the charges. Mr. Black, for felony obstruction of justice ×1, how do you plead?
Give us 1 moment.
Okay.
1 moment, Your Honor.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm ready, Your Honor.
Alrighty, for felony obstruction of justice ×1, how do you plead?
Guilty.
For reckless evading, how do you plead?
Guilty.
For attempted murder of a government employee, how do you plead?
Not guilty.
All right.
For second-degree possession of a pharmaceutical drug without authorization, that drug
So we just
being
need to articulate
oxycodone,
that
how do
attempted
you
murder
plead?
charge clearly, and that he was not.
I plead guilty.
We acted in good faith.
And for possession of a tampered firearm, how do you plead?
Essentially, we just gotta get him that he didn't attempt to surrender.
I plead guilty.
Alrighty, so just to confirm, we have not guilty for attempted murder of a government employee, and then guilty for felony obstruction of justice, reckless evading, second-degree possession of oxycodone, and possession of a tampered firearm, correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
Alrighty, prosecution, whenever you're ready, feel free to go ahead and start with your opening statement.
Wait, so since this is appeal, are we the prosecution still?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're prosecuting this.
Okay.
Hmm.
Matt, you want to cook something?
Sure.
I'm sorry. I don't...
No, it's okay. It's okay. I've been awake for half an hour. It's fine. That's enough. Good night, Your Honor, and everybody else. That's an introduction, by the way. I think we should normalize using it at this time of day. Listen, I ain't gonna drag this out. Carl Johnny Black may have said guilty, guilty, not guilty, guilty, guilty. Okay, but when he said not guilty, what he meant to really say was guilty. I don't know why he put the not there, because he done did it. He attempted to murder a government employee, which is exactly what we gonna prove today. Beyond a reasonable doubt. and there was no self-defense because he was the problem. He was the threat. That's all. That's all. I'm gonna go sit back down.
Hey, nice theater.
Alrighty, Barrett, whenever you want to make your opening statement.
Absolutely, Your Honor. Yeah, we're here to appeal the charge of attempted murder of a government employee. We know an interaction between law enforcement and my client here occurred, in which lethal force was used. But the context and the lead up to that point is what we're here to argue and articulate. We're going to hear a lot of things like threats, verbal threats. We're also going to hear things about capability, credibility, clear and specific, reasonable fear. We're going to hear a lot of these weird, strange terms. We're also going to be looking at common law. So we're in for a weird, wild trip about this one. But we want to keep this clear. While we agree something happened, that's the context of how we got there. That leads me to believe that my client is not guilty in this regard. Thank you.
So back to the topic. Good night is an introduction. Yay or nay?
Definitely a yay.
I'm on the fence about it.
Alrighty.
I think good night makes sense at shift 3, but that's me.
Yeah.
Since
some.
this is an appeal, Barrett, do you want to call your witness first, or would you prefer the prosecution go first?
No, that's fair.
I prefer the prosecution go first, Your Honor.
Can
Alright,
we prefer that he goes first?
Well, I mean, you're charging my client by the defense should get the last say.
Well, we've charged your client. You're trying to say otherwise.
I mean, Your Honor, that's just basic protocol. If they can articulate it. Unfortunately, our system doesn't our court system doesn't allow for the normal flow of court that you see in the Western 48 states. So that's why we have this process up. They still need to be able to articulate. They are prosecuting us. They're prosecuting my client here, and the defense of criminal charges should be able to have the last say in things. That's just the general flow of court.
Your Honor, we would love if you made the determination as to whose witness goes up first.
Yeah, I'm gonna lean towards the prosecution going first here, just because it is a criminal matter. If it was civil,
So, because that's how court works. That's the order, Sophia.
So yeah, we'll go with the prosecution first.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Call Sergeant Davenport to the stand first.
Road attached to 9 Alpha, in which there was a vehicle fleeing from police. Roads heard of radio to registered.
Alright, Sergeant Davenport.
I said didn't even get the
you
plate.
want me to McBoo, or,
Oh, wait, no.
I was just gonna tell you to go ahead. You're good. You're good.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
It's tagged.
Alright, Davenport, let me know when you're all comfy and everything.
I'm good.
Alright, go ahead and raise your left hand. Do you swear that testimony you're about to give this court is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth? So help you born.
Yes, I do.
Alright. Witness has been sworn in.
Alrighty, thank you. Prosecution, your witness.
All right. Good evening, Sergeant Davenport. Can you just state your name and rank for the room?
Badge number 424, Jack Davenport. I'm a sergeant at the LSPD.
Wonderful. Where to start with this mess of a case? Sergeant Davenport, what was your involvement with this incident?
I attached to an ongoing situation where there was a black for all registered to Carl Johnny Black was interfering with a chase that was ongoing, and I pursued that black for all.
Okay. during that pursuit, did that black Thrower... Let me reword this question. During that pursuit, was that black Thrower used as a weapon?
It most certainly was when it pulled in front of officers doing in excess of 120 mile an hour.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, can you restate that answer? I didn't hear it because I heard somebody was talking over.
I said it most certainly was due to the fact it was pulling in front of officers doing over 120 mile an hour.
During this pursuit, did you have any communication with the driver of the black Thrower?
I did. The individual that was driving the vehicle had stopped multiple times, to which at one stage I said, why don't you just get out and put your hands up and we can try and do arrest? And to which he replied, the only time I step out of this vehicle will be to shoot you.
Okay. During this pursuit, at any point in time, did the suspect get out of the vehicle and peacefully try to surrender to officers?
No, they didn't.
I can't do anything about the volume, unfortunately.
During this pursuit, was an attempt made to immobilize the vehicle in question being used as a weapon?
Yes, it was.
By what means was the attempt to disable the vehicle?
We opened fire upon the vehicle.
After officers opened fire upon the vehicle, what happened?
The individual, later known as Carl Johnny Black, stepped out of the vehicle, gun in hand, started blasting.
So after the initial weapon was subdued, for lack of a better term,
I'm getting
the
my
suspect
gallbladder removed
still
on
did not
Tuesday.
peacefully surrender.
Tuesday?
That is
Monday?
correct.
Tuesday?
And the suspect opened fire upon
The
officers.
30th, whenever that is.
Yes.
1 moment.
Did you deem the statement from Carl Johnny Black to be like a credible threat?
Of course I did. I've known Carl Johnny Black for quite some years now, and what I do know is he's a man of his word. If he says he's going to do something, he is going to do it. And I think Carl Johnny Black could attend to that.
So is it fair to say that Carl Johnny Black stands on business?
Objection,
He
Your
does, in
Honor.
fact.
More prejudicial than probative.
Rebuttal.
Your Honor,
Oh, come
it
on.
truly is as simple as, you know, is this a credible threat? Yeah, based upon personal experience.
I'm going to go ahead and sustain that. Try and find a different way to ask the question.
Now, just to clarify, that was sustained on the question of, you know, standing on business, not the prior question.
The standing on business question.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I don't even need to rephrase that one.
Do you have any other questions for him, Max? I think I asked everything we needed to.
From your perspective, what did you see the vehicle that Carl Johnny Black, the one that he was in driving, what behavior in the vehicle or from that vehicle did you see that was problematic? And to clarify, when I say problematic, I mean, you know, an immediate threat, essentially.
Well, the fact, when I started pursuing the vehicle, he had already been involved in hitting of officers and stuff. It was brought to my attention once I attached the pursuit. And then I firsthand witnessed him pull in front of one of the police units pursuing, I guess it would be one of his accomplices. He pulled in front of them doing the speed that they were doing, over 120 mile an hour on the Elgin on-ramp.
Okay. I don't think I have any other questions.
Chaz, you have anything?
I feel like you asked all the questions I would have asked.
No further questions for the witness at this time, Your Honor, from the prosecution.
But we don't rest.
We do not
We
rest.
never rest.
I feel like that's like part of the shtick with like working shift 3. What is rest?
All right, Barrett, you're good to go for cross.
Yep, 10-4. Howdy, Davenport.
You know, Barrett.
Doing all right, buddy. Hopefully it's not too warm up.
Yep.
All right, Davenport. A couple questions for you. Let's start with the Elgin on-ramp thing. Did you witness the vehicle supposedly ramming or interfering at 120 miles an hour on this Elgin on-ramp?
Now, as I stated earlier, the vehicles that were in a pursuit were doing 120. He pulled in front of them.
But you didn't witness this, right? You only heard this?
I did. I was primary in the chase. I was directly behind the vehicle.
Okay, so he pulled in front of you?
Negative.
Who did he pull in front of?
I was pursuing him.
Right. Okay, so you were pursuing it. So you, sorry, I'm sorry if I'm getting lost on this. Did you not see? You said you did see him. Who did you see him pull in front of?
He pulled in front of a interceptor that was doing in excess of 120 miles an hour. That was being driven by Sergeant Fisher.
All right, and where was this exactly on? You said the Elgin on ramp. Which part of the on ramp?
So we were eastbound. The pursuit with KJ was eastbound. He took the on ramp to Elgin. The pursuit that was going the opposite way, the vehicle that was being pursued led them incorrect lanes on Elgin on ramp from. I guess they took the from where the vehicles come from. They must have taken the exit incorrect lanes westbound on Del Perro. They've jumped up over Elgin, and we were sitting. We'd actually come to a pretty much stationary stop once the first car came past, and they proceeded westbound. To which 2 units passed. He pulled in front of the third one that was still in excess of, as I said, 120 odd mile an hour.
All right, so this was Del Perro, and I'm sorry if we're getting a little confusing. I'm just trying to lay this out for everybody. This is Del Perro at Elgin, or
Yes,
Olympic at Elgin.
Del Perro.
And they are going eastbound?
We were eastbound. The chase that he pulled in front of was going westbound, incorrect lanes. We were in the correct lanes of travel. So he pulled in front to then go westbound himself in incorrect lanes, right in front of the officer that was traveling at 120 mile an hour.
Okay, so the chase was going westbound in the eastbound lanes. So that's that
correct.
weird
That is
little
what I
Y.
stated.
I'm not trying to confuse. I'm literally trying to lay this out in my brain for the court and everybody, because not everyone's. I'm honestly, I'm looking at the map trying to get this laid out so even the judge can picture this. There's the little Y right there that goes where you can take the little ramp to Popular Street or merge onto Del Perro Freeway. That's the ramp they were on going westbound.
Popular.
1 second. Let me reference the map here.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and reference the map just so we can make sure the judge is aware of where this is.
Wait, just for my notes, Craig, did you say popular?
The one I'm talking about is the
Popular interchange.
Yeah, there's a ramp. There's a Y intersection right there on the on ramp, and if you stay to the right of the Y, it takes you to Popular. If you stay to the left of the ramp, it takes you onto Del Perro Freeway. Is that the on ramp we're talking about?
Negative. So, do you know where Pillbox Hospital is? Upper Pillbox. Elgin Ave. We're traveling eastbound on Del Perro Freeway. So we've gone underneath Alta Street, underneath Power Street. He's taking the exit for Elgin. So past the little skip down to Integrity. And we're on that on-ramp towards Pillbox Hospital, Elgin Ave.
And this is my client.
You're going to write sounds so good right now.
That is correct. The pursuit come in the opposite direction, westbound on that exact same on-ramp at speeds over 120 mile an hour. The vehicle that was being chased went past us. The 2 units behind it went past us. He pulled in front of the third unit, being Fisher, that was still in excess of 120 mile an hour, just straight turn left on him, causing him to run into him, disable his vehicle, and luckily it didn't kill him.
A little bit more understood now. So on that on ramp, the on ramp that goes up to the eastbound on ramp, in which my client was driving, that has a bit of an incline on it, correct?
As most on ramps do, yes.
And from the base of that on ramp, can you visibly see the other side of this interchange to the other on ramp on the other side of this?
From the position we were in, yes.
From the base of it.
From the base of it?
Right. You said
I would have to go there and double check myself. But I believe you can. You can see up onto Elgin Ave. It's not that steep, I guess you'd say.
and in your experience, you have a lengthy experience in law enforcement, correct?
I do.
In your experience, do interference vehicles usually target the third police unit in a pursuit?
They will target anyone they can when they're trying to save their friends.
And you didn't think twice that he let two other officers go and then attempted to U-turn?
It doesn't matter if you let 50 officers go. The fact of the matter is he used his vehicle as a deadly weapon.
That's your presumption, is that he used it as a deadly weapon, not that he was just trying to U-turn after allowing the other two vehicles to pass. Your assumption is that he used it as a deadly
Australian
weapon.
terms? Would the court be offended if I did so?
Go for it.
Right. So, I don't care what you're trying to get at here, but any dumb fuck in their right mind ain't going to let three cars go past them and think, like, listen, I'm just going to pull out on the third one because it'll be okay. Clearly, he stopped for a reason. Clearly, he pulled in front of him, knowing full well that they were there to try and block the pursuit. You could literally see it. I called it out on radio.
He's speaking to he's literally testifying to my client's state of mind.
Your Honor, it sounds like he was just saying what was clear to him, you know, based upon his professional experience.
I think Davenport just gave my favorite answer ever in court.
I'm gonna sustain this one. I do think it's kind of going into like the defendant's state of mind more than it's going into his personal experience. If you wanna,
I have an idea. I have an idea how to get this.
I feel like the argument
re-ask
though
the
is
question, Barrett.
officer discretion.
I have an idea how to get this question.
And your answer, try to
Okay.
Keep it to your professional opinion, not your opinions on his state of mind.
I mean, I believe what Davenport was saying
That's
was
right, Your Honor.
in
We'll
his
just,
professional
continue on with
opinion.
that. I think the point got across here.
The way that officers
You
perceived
stated in your
what happened was that it was
testimony,
intentional.
In your question,
Hence why it was called out.
Y'all had determined to disable the vehicle. I'm just recapping here, correct?
That is correct.
We just need to point
And
out
the
in our
method that
closing
you
that he
used
pled
to
guilty
disable his vehicle was
felony
the use
obstruction
of firearm.
justice, which is intentional
Correct?
obstruction.
That is correct.
Which
And
speaks to
what
the
is
suspect's state of
typically,
mind.
would you consider the use of firearms in any means
This
towards
is
a
true.
living person a use of deadly force?
Actually, hold on.
That was to disable the weapon that it was being used, which was the vehicle.
The question was, did you consider use of firearms use of lethal force towards a living person?
Well, no,
It's
because
easy
you're
yes or
wording
no.
that wrong.
No, it is the use of firearms towards a living person a lethal use of force? Yes or no?
Yes, it is.
Thank you.
I should have ejected that. Shouldn't I have?
So-
I was leading.
Sergeant Davenport, when you heard my client make the statement he did, you ordered him to exit the vehicle and surrender, correct? And then he responded. Could you reiterate the statement for us, just for clarity, what my client stated to you?
You see,
Your
the
best
only
recollection.
time I will step out of this vehicle is to shoot you.
All right, so we heard this statement. Did Mr. Black present a firearm at that time to you?
I was pursuing the vehicle, sir. I couldn't see inside on his lap.
So that's a no then, correct?
I did not witness one, no.
Had anyone over the radio or at any point in time before officers had opened fire on Mr. Black had identified Mr. Black as possessing a firearm, factually in the moment, to your best of your knowledge?
To my knowledge, no.
One moment, Your Honor. I think that's good for cross for this time, but I will mark this this witness for recall.
What was it that I literally just asked? I said I was going to ask him. I forgot already. In regards to that
I don't know.
question, right?
Any redirect?
Stand by, Your Honor. One moment.
You were trying to figure out how to get that question answered in regards to if the pullout was intentional or not.
Yeah, I had an answer. I had a question for it, and I fucking forgot what it was.
More or less, I was making the argument and trying to find just a question to articulate if, based on officer experience, would there be enough to sufficiently
Davenport,
state... Go ahead.
do you believe that Carl Johnny Black, how am I going to word this? Do you believe, based upon the way in which he was driving, that it posed, an immediate threat of serious injury or death?
Yes, definitely.
Well, I takes care of that.
I think that answers that question.
Well, the man was charged with reckless evading.
It's true.
Got it.
And
y'all have any other questions?
I don't.
No, I'm good.
So.
That was the only one that I think needed to be touched on, but I think you just took care of that.
Okay, we don't rest. We don't rest. We don't do that. We don't have any other questions.
Alrighty, Mr. Davenport, you are free to step down, but you are not free to leave as you have been marked for recall.
Was it my turn?
Nice. Thank you.
Yeah, until Fisher gets here, yeah. Which Fisher is waking up.
Hey, Rhodes,
Alright,
start
prosecution,
yapping.
feel free to call your
Start
next witness.
yapping until Fisher gets here, okay?
Assistant Chief of Police, Matt Rhodes.
And this is a tricky chair, let me tell you.
Just let me know when you're all comfortable and everything.
Yeah, you know what, Your Honor, I hope you don't mind that my leg is out, and I just want to rest my left arm under it. It's
all good.
a little cold.
All right.
Okay.
Don't raise your left hand. All right, then. Do you swear that the testimony you're about to give this court is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, under the pains and penalties of perjury? So help you... Coil.
Absolutely.
All right. Rhodes, could you state your name and rank?
Yeah. My name Matt Rhodes, badge number 290, and I'm the Assistant Chief of Police, the ass chief, if you will, the underpred.
Wonderful. Rhodes, what was your involvement in this incident?
Oh, well, let me tell you, because on this day, there I was just minding my business, involved in a pursuit of a vehicular. I believe it was a Tulip at the time. And the Tulip was actually one of the interference vehicles, and it done flipped. It done flipped on Del Perro Freeway. So there I was, I was dodging. I was playing Frogger in the middle of the freeway to avoid being hit by cars while pursuing this person on foot. All of a sudden, I see a black Ferrari pull up. The same black Ferrari that Carl Johnny Black was in, and he's ramming the car to flip it over. Now, at this point, he's fairly close to like the center median, and we're under the overpass. I'm going to assume it's Movie Star Way. It's been a little while. But essentially, I push his vehicle towards the center median at fairly low speeds. I would argue maybe about 20 miles an hour. The vehicle I drive is the Scout, so it's all-wheel drive, so it's not exactly the most difficult task. The Furore then flipped. The Furore flipped, but the Tulip was unflipped. So the original person got in the Tulip and then hit the Furore to unflip it. And then what does the Furore do? Crazy stuff starts ramming me. I'm thinking to myself, my goodness, for what reason? But yeah, that was kind of, I was in the pursuit. That's the long story short. I was in the pursuit of a vehicle that the Furore assisted with. To answer the question.
Okay.
Oh, I also made the call to open fire. I did that. That was me.
Wonderful. Could you state why you decided to make that call?
Yeah. So, it was on the it was on the basis of a few things. Number one, the intentional ramming of my vehicle, upon the Furore, like originally getting involved in this pursuit. I would not argue that it was low rates of speed. I also wouldn't argue that it was incredibly excessive at this time. And it wasn't just like a one-off hit. He intentionally turned into me multiple times in an attempt to push me against the wall. Again, under, I believe it was Movie Star Way on Del Perro. But additionally, in the pursuit, it was then called out that they had seemingly intentionally turned in front of an officer who was doing well over 100 miles an hour. Now, to be clear, I know it was stated, at least 120. But just to be safe here, it was mentioned at least over 100. In addition to that, it was also mentioned that they had made a statement regarding, I'm paraphrasing here, but the only way they're getting out of that car is to shoot, Davenport or whichever officer was present. At that point, based upon the observed driving being dangerous, in addition to the direct threat towards Davenport, I cleared officers to open fire.
So, in your professional opinion, Assistant Chief, you would say that the suspect, or would you say that the suspect posed a credible threat to officer safety and the public safety?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Again, on the basis of how they were driving in the vehicle, but additionally, again, we know KJ very well. If he say he gonna do something, he gonna do something. I know this firsthand because he done stabbed me.
Objection. More prejudicial than probative.
Rebuttal.
Give me a second. More prejudicial than probative. I don't know how to respond to this. I believe it. Assistant Chief Rhodes is speaking to his direct experiences with the suspect in question, from his own personal experiences with the suspect.
Right, and the defense believes that these answers that he's giving in previous incidents can be more prejudicial in relation to the actual probative nature of this court case.
I mean, I believe the multiple times throughout this court case, the intention of the suspect involved was brought into question, and Rhodes, speaking from experience with an individual with a prior history, is well within reason.